The mini class was introduced to the Winter Cup in 2015. On that occasion, the winner was a very young Luigi Coluccio. And in a few moments' time, we will decide the winner for the Mini Rock title for 2019. You get a very good close-up look at Edgar Antbilagov in the Paralin, the French driver. Joel Bergstrom has to be one of the contenders for this race, the Swede, 4.55, but he does start back on the grid. A row behind, Valerio Rinicella. That is Nanduvad Birambakti from Thailand, one of two Thai drivers in the field. Ashkay Bora. Nikola Tsolo, 4.49, the Bulgarian Lion from Varna on the Black Sea resort town. Davide Marconato for Team Energy. Marengi, the Tony Kart, 4.26 for the legendary Gamoto team. That's the Singaporean Dion Garda with his Australian-born Italian mechanic Ruggiero Arrigo. 4.03, Maxim Mortaloff on the second row. And out of the front row of the grid, not pole position, you're looking at the boy from Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, Rashid Al Daheri. 4.57 in the Paralin. His father, Ali, has made the trip over not from Abu Dhabi, but from Beijing, China, to watch his boy race and potentially take the victory here this afternoon. His nemesis, Josh Irfan, will start out of pole position, though. Alongside him, in a virtually identical Paralin kart. Of course, they're all powered by the Vortex Mini Rock engine. There is Josh, out of pole. 4.01 with his team manager Simone Sorio for Team Energy. His name is Alex Powell. You know him as the Jamaican sensation. And he starts a spot ahead of the Russian son of a Top Gun, Maximilian Popov. That's the Slovakian Lukas Malek. Behind him, Matteo De Paolo and Platon Kostin, the Russian, for the Formula K junior team of Yuri Serafini. Kirill Kutskov, another of the Russians, they're ubiquitous. Adam Hidej for Team Baby Race Paralin 4.40. Maciej Gladcic. Then we go to Enzo Tavanishkul from Bangkok, Thailand. 4.25 for Team Gamoto. Menya Kroja, the Hungarian Lukas Fluxa from Majorca. That's Oscar Wirtz, 4.30. We'll speak about him for a moment. You saw the British flag on his helmet. He is Austrian. His mother's English. Lives in Monaco. His father was the 1986 BMX World Champion. However, you're probably more familiar with his work behind the wheel of a Benetton F1 car. Oscar Wirtz starts on the 13th row of the grid. We also give a big shout out to all our friends down in South Africa because Nicholas Roos from Vereniging in South Africa starts on the 14th row in the 4.27 Tony Kart alongside Giulio Olivieri. That is the field. It's an 11-lap final. Last year, the title was taken by Andrea Antonelli, who has just taken victory in the Winter Cup for the second year in a row, albeit in the junior class. Karol Pashovic, the pole, was second, and Christian Bertuca took the final step of the podium 1 year ago, almost to the day. Darius Babuana from Bucharest in Romania, where the Karting Masters Series over in Eastern Europe gets underway. Hello to all our friends watching in Romania. Darius Babuana from Bucharest. The Karting Masters Series, 5, in fact, I think 6 rounds for 2019. Alexander Plotnikov. The Mini Rock engines fire into life. And we're ready to race the 11-lap final here this afternoon as the sun starts to set. The Winter Cup, beautiful afternoon here in northern Italy. And this is the grid. Rashid Al Daheri, Josh Irfan, Maxim Orlov, Alex Powell, Dion Gauda, Maximilian Popov, Marengi Malik, Marconato, Matteo De Paolo, Nikola Tsoloff, Kostin, Bora, Hidej, Birambakti, Rinicella, Glacic, Joel Bergstrom, Enzo Tarvanishkel, Tom Clausen, Menya Croatia, Pilagov, Lorenzo Fluxa, Marcus Satan, the Norwegian, Oscar Wirtz, Nicholas Ruz, Giulio Olivieri, Yaroslav Trukin, Flavio Olivieri, Gleb Protashov, the Ukrainian, alongside Lorenzo Bedetti, Darius Babuana, and the final row of the grid from Russia, 452, the energy cart, that is Alexander Plotnikov. We know many of the mini drivers watching us live all around the world. They'll be joining us in 7 days' time, where the field will swell for the second round of the WSK Supermasters Series, right here at this very circuit. They come down the hill to the right of your screen. The Baby Race Paralin Cup, the team of Sandro Lorandi. A strong presence in this race. Maximilian Popov, Dion Garda. They lock out the third row of the grid. Rashid versus Josh. Alex, Maxim. What about Dion, Popov, Malek, Marengi? Can the Tony Kart do it from the fourth row of the grid? 457, Rashid Al-Dahedi from Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Josh Irfan starts on pole, leads them up to the line here at Lenato. The Mini Rock Final. We go green. Irfan into the lead, albeit just slightly ahead of Rashid. Slots into second place. Good start by Alex. Powell goes into third. They race down through turn number 2 and 3 for the first time. Popov. Powell has been pushed back out wide. They're 3 wide, in fact. What about Marengi? The Tony Kart is going to come out of turn number 4 in third place. Brilliant start by Francesco Marengi. From the fourth row of the grid, the Tony Kart is in position number 3. Josh Irfan, Dion Gowda, the Singaporean. His teammates made a rocket start as well. In second place, Enes Marengi. Oh, Powell's had a shocker. The Jamaican has fallen back to position number 6. Maxim Orlov, the Russian, in that battle for the lead as well. One of the Paralins being pushed very wide as they come across the line. Maciej Glacic, the pole, loses a ton of time. So the order is Josh Irfan, Dion Gowda, then it's Francesco Marengi. Brilliant start by the Italian. Rashid back to fourth. Rashid back into third. He climbs back onto the podium. Goes past the Italian. Then it's Maximilian Popov. Ashkay Bora. 2 Singaporeans in the top 6. How about the boys from the KF1 circuit down on the equator? The circuit that runs under the Singapore metro system has produced 2 stars. They run in second with Gowda and Ashkay Bora in position number 6. Baby Race Paralin, 1 and 2. Then we go back to Rashid. There's Powell going through. Recovers 1 spot ahead of Maximilian Popov. And just behind them, Matteo De Paolo has been pushed wide. Kirill Kutskov, Marconato Orlov, Enzo Tarvanishkel, the Thai driver, one of the few Asian drivers racing in the field, has had an incident on the opening lap. As we go back to the front, Baby Race Paralin, run 1 and 2, 4-4-2, Josh Irfan, 4-4-1, Dion Gowda. Rashid Al-Dahedi in position number 3. Can he catch them? This is lap number 3 of 11, the Winter Cup for 2019. Marengi still sits there in position number 4, ahead of Alex Powell in the energy cart. The Tony Kart, the first non-Paralin in this field. These magnificent shots coming to you from the Lenato circuit here in northern Italy. The track that was built in 1988 by the Corberti family, who still manage it here today. The sun starts to set over this massive grandstand that has seen some incredible races over the years. And this one's shaping up as well. Gowda slots in behind. Josh Irfan from London in England. Rashid Al-Dahedi, he's 0.5 of a second behind Kirill Kutskov. The Russian has set the fastest lap of the race in the energy cart, but he's back in position number 9. Baby Race Paralin 1 and 2. In fact, Paralin run 1, 2, and 3 because Rashid for the factory team. He's catching him. There he is, the red and white cart. Behind the blue and white machines. Here comes Rashid. Here comes Al Daheri. Here comes Garda. Oh, the drivers from Asia run second and third. And as of a few weeks' time, it'll be the non-Englishman, the non-European in the Englishman, Josh Irfan, who leads the race. Powell goes through, goes into position number 4. You know what I mean by that. Josh Irfan from England, which by a few days is still in the European Union. And it's the Londoner who leads, the Singaporean, and then the Emirati. Down the back straight, Rashid has certainly caught them. Can he make the move? Firstly, on his fellow Asian driver, the Singaporean Dion Garda. Not really any space going up the hill. He gives him a touch. Oh, not really any space. He made the space and he goes through into position number 2. Look who's just at the tail of that pack. Here comes the Jamaican. Alex Powell in position 4 as Rashid goes through to take the lead. He cops a hit himself from Josh Irfan. This race has come alive on lap 5. Watch Powell, he's right on the back of the Baby Race Paralin drivers. They were running 1 and 2. They won't take the victory as it stands at the moment. Oh, a sensation! Here at Leonardo, Rashid takes the lead. Garda in second. Irfan is in position number 3. Irfan is about to go into position number 2. He does that. Watch Powell. Powell simply drives Garda into the rubble, the runoff area. Powell up into position number 3. Can he make the move coming down the hill behind his nemesis? Irfan and Garda, Baby Race Paralin. That's Rashid Al Daheri. Took the win in the opening round of the WSK Supermaster Series 2 weeks ago at Adria and looking to take the victory here this afternoon. Josh Irfan, position number 2. These kids go wheel to wheel almost every week. And it's no different here this afternoon. Half race distance we have passed. The Emirati from the Englishman, from the Jamaican. This race is on. The Singaporean, that's Garda, losing track of the leaders. Maximilian Popov as Powell goes through into turn number 2. Irfan retakes the lead. Popov back to 5th ahead of his fellow Russian Kutskov, to Paolo Marconato. Orlov and Ashkay Bore, the second Singaporean, inside the top 10. Alex Powell from position number 5. That is why we call him the Jamaican sensation. A disastrous start, but the energy cart has got the lead here at Lunato. Oh, spectacular. Rashid back to position number 2. Josh and his teammate, Dion Garda, go wheel to wheel. Just checking on that. Kirill Kutskov has got ahead of his countrymen meanwhile, and the Russians aren't out of this either. 4 laps now remaining here at Lunato. Winner of this race, as we say last year, Andrea Antonelli, the Winter Cup. This legendary race that goes back to 1996. Here in the sunshine, the sun starts to set. Understeer, the track is starting to cool off. You saw him turn in, and the car didn't want to respond. Powell forces it through. Then it's Rashid. There's Popov going through and taking Dion Garda. Nicely done by Maximilian, the son of a Top Gun. So Rashid and Alex. Then it's Josh and Kirill, Maximilian and Dion, the Singaporean, now back in position number 6. Matteo De Paolo, the first Italian. Il primo italiano Matteo De Paolo, 434, settimo davanti Cornato. Anche per Team Energy, Bora and Ampilagov, the Frenchman. 3 laps now remaining. Powell and Rashid. Oh, we'll take a breath. We'll prepare for what will be a dynamite final few moments of the Winter Cup for 2019. Down the hill they go. Powell and Rashid Al Daheri. Energy leading all the Paralin carts, although Kirill Kutskov is in there as well. Mick Panigada's team from Bergamo, about 1 hour's drive from here. the Energy Course team. Rashid not close enough to make the move. Watch them as they come onto the straight. They click over lap number 9, the Winter Cup. The sun starts to set. The track is going off. It's getting cooler slightly here at Lenato. Powell from the Caribbean, where it's always sunshine. He leads the race from Rashid Al-Daheri. We can also say the same about his hometown of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. 2 laps to go. Mike Wilson, the legendary 6-time World Cup racing champion, watches on his protege Powell lead this race 2 laps from victory. Can Rashid make it 2 wins in a row? He won at Adria in WSK. As we say 2 weeks ago, he leads that Supermaster Series coming into the 2nd round next weekend. And now he leads the final of the Winter Cup. Dion Garda, the Singaporean, in 3rd, goes up the inside. Powell was 1 lap from victory, and now he's struggling to stay on the podium. Garda, the Singaporean, in P2. The Jamaican in 3rd. It is Rashid in the lead, albeit only just. Oh, what a move, Dion Garda. Can he take it back? Powell tries to recover. Garda, Powell on the outside, almost makes contact. Powell comes out alive. He looks behind him there, 3 wide. It's ragged going up the hill. There's Powell, there's Rashid, there's Kirill Kutskov. The Russian and his countryman, Maximilian Paul, go down the hill in position 3 and 4. Second is Rashid. They're 3 corners from the checkered flag. Oh, you know what's coming. His name is Alex Powell. He's about to take victory. The checkered flag, it comes out for the Jamaican sensation. Alex Powell wins the Winter Cup for 2019. A sensational drive. He leads home the Emirati Rashid. And Kirill Kutskov, the Russian, takes position number 3. They never fail to disappoint. The mini drivers, the mini rockers. And it was a sensational final few laps here at Lenato. They pull into Parc Ferme. We'll go down there in a moment and capture the emotions. Energy will, after Paralyn, have dominated for much of the weekend. It was the Energy cart. They did it at the right time. Just brilliant, absolutely sensational race. Mini Rock, and of course they'll be back here on October 13 for the 2019 Vortex Rock International Final at this very circuit. The International Rock Final has been held at Lenato every year since 2004. Here's Oscar Wirtz that we spoke about, 4.30. The Austrian comes home in position 19 ahead of Joel Bergström. The Swede with the 4.55 cart ahead of Olivieri, Enzo Tavanishko, Tobias Clausen. Well, it was a nervous last lap. We spoke about Mike Wilson, the legend, the 6-time world champion. His protege is Alex Powell. And as they went in to take the last lap board, it looked as though Powell may actually miss the podium. He led and he was passed by Garda and Al-Daheri. Kiltskov got involved, but he took it back. And when they went 3 wide going up the hill, that was all the Jamaican needed. He takes the win, following in the footsteps last year of Andrea Antonelli, who won this title a year ago. Francesco Pizzi won the race in 2016 and Coluccio in 2015. On the scales, 4.01 for Team Energy. The winner of the Winter Cup for 2019. We wait for his team manager, Simone Sorio. The scene's down in Parc Ferme. What a spectacular sight this is. And here is the results. Powell from Jamaica, Rashid from the Emirates, and the Russian Kirill Kutskov, 1, 2, and 3. Well, the Paralins dominated the heat racing and qualifying here at Lonato. Marco Parolin watching on. Well, he's probably on the airplane on the Emirates A380 back from Brisbane, where he took in the first round of the AKC series at Ipswich earlier on today. They finished in second with Rashid, but it was the Energy team who took victory when it counted. The podium presentation for the mini category. We just wait for the drivers to arrive at the podium. Kirill, Rashid, and Alex to make their way over to the podium. There it is. And in just a few moments, the presentation. The 2019 Winter Cup here at Lonato. Don't forget the KZ2 final. Take a look at some of the highlights of this race as the drivers make their way over to the podium. Baby Race Paralin cars, they were looking good. Garda and Josh Irfan. In the end, they both missed the podium. Josh finishing in 4th and Dion position number 8. Powell and Rashid, they pulled away, but they were caught by the pack in the dying laps of the race. Powell was back into 5th or 6th spot, remember, at the early part of the race. It all came alive on the final few laps. It was the Jamaican who took the win. We'll see him on the podium in just a moment. There is the podium. We wait for Kirill, Rashid, and Alex. Ready to get underway with the podium presentation. There is a slight change to the order. Unfortunately, a penalty in Parc Ferme. And after that brilliant drive, the Emirati, Rashid, will not climb up onto the podium. That elevates the Brit onto 3rd place. From London in England for Team Baby Race, Josh Irfan, 2nd place. Kirill Kutskov, the Russian, and the winner of the Winter Cup is the Jamaican Alex Powell. The 3rd place trophy to Josh Irfan of England. 2nd place, Kirill Kutskov of Russia. You know what's coming. The winner is the Jamaican sensation, Alex Powell. The national anthem of Jamaica.